former President Trump almost got assassinated today. Are you guys aware of this?
This was a few hours ago,
Dude,
right?
this just happened. Yeah. Sorry. All right. Just let me think about if you're a referee. Like, you got kids out there spending their hard-earned money to compete while you're getting paid. So just pay a little bit more attention to what it's like to compete for your first time, because there are more white belts ever right now than there have ever been in What's up, guys? My name is RJ.
I'm James.
My name is JR.
And this is a Tap Talk podcast. Welcome to episode 7. Let's get right into it. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about BJJ white belt tournament tips, experience. We're going to recap the Angus Open. And of course, most importantly, we're going to talk about coming face to face with our rival Jim. But before we get into that, we cannot go any further without reacting to the fact that former President Trump almost got assassinated today. Are you guys aware of this?
This was a few hours ago,
Dude,
right?
this just happened. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
So this guy was busy with work. This guy was probably doing some coaching stuff, but
When this happened?
a couple hours ago.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Just
Trump,
today.
yep.
So Saturday in the US.
Saturday in the US, a couple of hours ago in the Philippines, Trump rally for his campaign in November in Pennsylvania. Someone tried to shoot him in the head.
Trump is walking.
He survived.
I mean, oh, he got shot?
So I think what happened was it grazed his ear. Are you guys familiar with former MMA fighter Tim Kennedy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I follow him on Instagram. So according to his expertise, as you guys know,
Yeah.
American Badass, he is thinking it's a small caliber gun, about a 22 size bullet. And what happened was the person who tried to kill him aimed at his head, and it just so happens by chance he turns his head to go look in a different direction. Bullet grazes his ear. And then the Secret Service swarms him.
Ooh.
And he survived. But I think the biggest takeaway for me is the fact that whether this was real or staged, he had enough presence of mind to say, hold on, and puts his fist up in the air and essentially says,
White power.
not white power, but he says, is that all you got?
Oh, really?
Is that all you got? What else you got?
Man.
This fool just almost died.
Yeah.
And he has enough stage presence to be like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I just won this presidency
Yeah,
because
this
someone
could've-
tried to kill me.
Yeah. it
Won him
makes
the
sense.
election there.
Crazy.
I wonder, do you know the response from Biden's camp?
So right before he came on, President Biden came on and he was very cordial. He was like, I tried to call Donald, no matter what side you're on, this should never happen
that's
in
good.
America.
That's good.
Yeah. So he was very,
It's very good.
yeah, he was very cordial and he did what he had supposed to say. He actually got the sentence out properly.
Yeah.
He wasn't stumbling, but as an American, as a foreigner here in the Philippines, it actually really saddens me.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
really, really sad. Something like this in 2024 should not be happening, no matter what your thoughts on former President Trump are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy, man. So I'm gonna ask you, I would say the US has they're very up to date, or at least advanced in having access to information, security, Yeah, they have the CIA, they have the advanced military. So how many presidents has it been there's been attempts on the president for assassination?
Man, I wish I was the historian.
Trump only or?
No. There's
Yeah.
previously.
Ah.
So of course Lincoln was the first one.
Yeah, Lincoln. There's been many attempts.
I think the last one was Reagan.
Yeah, Reagan was the most recent.
Okay.
Whether you believe it was real or not,
Yeah.
JFK success.
JFK is the most popular, I guess.
He got killed in front of millions
And
of
it's
people.
like an open carriage, right?
Yeah. Hey, since you brought it up,
Yeah.
as Filipinos, do you think that JFK was killed by the American government, or was it the magic bullet theory? What do you believe? What do you think?
Man,
I don't know.
it's possible. He definitely made a lot of enemies, I think, from what I heard, from the mafia.
Or his family did?
His family did.
Yeah, he did too.
That's the only thing I know.
I would imagine
his family did.
I would imagine a lot of people wanting him dead. Maybe I don't know, man. Maybe it's a CIA. Could be. It's one of the theories. But for sure, I think the single bullet theory doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because like the bullet hit his head, hit someone's legs or something. So I think it's almost impossible for that to happen. For like how the ballistics happen. So
Yeah.
it's definitely more than one shooter. It's possible. I think so.
What do you think, Kuya?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know the story about. The only thing I know is his family did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only story I know.
Yeah. And how many people from his family like got killed?
Too many.
Too many, huh?
Too many. I think there's, I don't know, man. Like there's been assassination attempts and assassination success here in the Philippines and throughout the world. Didn't Aquino's husband die?
Yes, but
Right?
he wasn't even running. I think.
Oh, he wasn't running.
He was just being, I think he was being groomed or he was being talked about as the next one.
Oh, okay.
But he
okay.
never really ran. He didn't have the chance.
Oh, okay, never mind. And then that's kind of why his wife
Sino?
won, right?
Ninoy.
Ano pa no?
Assassinate
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
He got killed at the airport, right?
Airport, yeah.
from the tarmac, I think.
Do we
This
have
is getting down.
solid proof of what happened? Do we know?
No.
Ang suspect. Tama ba? Tama ba?
I don't know.
Diba?
The general who gave the order, I guess. But
Tama.
I don't know. I don't really know. I'm not. I don't even know who the shooter is. I don't. It's not that discussed.
So
That's
till
what-
this day, no one got caught.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, the person who tried to shot Trump is dead right now.
Dead.
Yeah, they killed him. So at least, so confirmed the shooter
That fast?
is dead. The Secret Service got him, and then an audience member, unfortunately, is dead as well.
Okay.
And then there's a couple people who got injured.
Same as JFK story.
Was there?
Oswald Lee Harvey?
Oh yeah,
He
they
got-
got him.
He was shot by a police officer who has ties with the mob, cutting up loose ends. Maybe. I don't
Yeah.
know.
I don't know, man. It's just before we move on, I just kind of had to bring that up
Yeah.
because the longer I stay here in the Philippines, the more disconnected I feel. But I'm also like, I have this looming like cloud over my head because November is the election and it's going to be a huge change for
When's going to be the
America.
election in the U.S.?
November,
Huh?
November, yeah.
That's close.
And I think with this happening and Trump surviving, I mean, I'm not no politician, but I am guessing that just sealed the deal.
Yeah. Good optics for him.
Dude, he's gonna win because of
Yeah.
that, man. Come on, this fool has like there's pictures of him all over, and all of these like Trump supporters that weren't like brave to come out of the woodwork yet. They're all posting it now. They're just like, this is crazy, man. So it's gonna be a fun time in America these next couple months. It's about to be.
It's going to be fun to
wild.
watch for sure.
Yes, it's gonna be wild, like yesterday, the Angeles Open.
Yeah.
What a fun day, guys.
Yeah.
So let's just do a little recap. Yesterday was the Angeles Open. We're less than 24 hours removed from that day. And if I had to say it, if I will say it, because these two won't, Coach Jer, Coach James, they had a very successful day. And in the last podcast, we talked about fruits of their labor. That was yesterday.
Yeah.
How'd it go? How'd it go yesterday, guys?
So we had 3 students competing: Bren, Diego, and
Kyle.
Kyle. So they all 3 of them made it to the finals. Bren won gold. Diego won silver twice on 2 occasions for his weight and the absolute division. Kyle won silver in his weight division. So everyone made it to the finals. Very, very good job for all of them.
And especially Kyle's first
Yeah,
competition.
it was Kyle's first competition.
And he was able to make it to the podium.
And
So,
for Diego, it's his second time. So
Yeah.
his first competition, he lost his first match to the person who won the division.
Mhm.
Now, second competition, he reached the finals for both his weight and the absolute. So
the absolute bracket of Diego is
was stacked. Yeah.
stocked, bro.
Diego had a very long day.
Yeah.
And I think
You
overall
can see
successful.
him. He's so tired.
Yeah,
You
man.
can see him.
I wonder how he's feeling right now. He must.
Great for
Yeah,
sure.
dude.
For sure. Great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's start from the beginning. Coach James and I, we carpooled and rolled up together, and it was a different vibe compared to Alabang.
No.
It was a different vibe, you know. It seemed a little bit more, what's the word? It felt, I don't know, it just felt a little smaller.
Yeah.
But still intense.
Yeah.
Still intense because this was a home game for this. It was a home game for us. So I was thinking, man, if I was competing yesterday, I would be like shitting my pants once again. But, you know, talking to Bren and talking to Diego, they were telling me it was like a little bit easier, not as intense since they knew a little bit more what to expect.
Yeah.
Of course.
So
Again, what James is talking about previous podcast, the feels.
The feel.
Yeah. You know the feeling now.
Yeah.
mhm.
Because now they're more used to like the
Yeah.
hard rounds in the gym.
Yep.
You know.
Yep. So let's break it down student by student. And I think I want to start off with Kyle, like you said, since it was
First
competition. Young cat, he's only 18 and
just turned 18. Yeah.
just turned 18, and he really like surprised me. And him and Diego are like such testaments to you guys because they attend both of your classes.
Yeah.
They go to the morning class, they go to the night class. And when I saw Kyle just do the double pants, and then he got the full mount with a chest to chest, I was like, oh shoot, dude. I'm looking at chest to
All
face.
day.
I'm looking at James and I'm looking at JR just right there doing their thing. Like, I don't know, man. I have video of me just going, let's fucking go.
And I'm telling it last night to Aris and Pedbert. Like, I'm not happy with Diego and Kyle doing the chest to face. Because after that, I didn't see any Gibran with their opponents. So I think there's still enough space to like grind it more.
Yeah. So to give you a little bit of enlightenment for the listeners who've never rolled with James or JR, Coach JR, his chest to face is some of the best I've ever felt and some of the best anybody's ever felt. It's just very, very, very
It has to be
tough.
uncomfortable.
It's very uncomfortable.
Yep.
Very comfortable. And
should be.
So remember, guys, it's polite to put weight.
What's up?
It's polite to put weight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna remember that. So walk me through, both of you guys, what was going through your head as you're watching Kyle.
At when the match started, I know it will happen. Yung James, yung grip fight.
Yeah. It was, they know
it's common mistake.
they weren't lost. Basically. Oh.
One is in.
Yeah.
No. Thank you.
Zin,
Yeah.
sponsor us. We're in the Philippines. I know you're moving to push. Let's go. Sorry, continue.
Yeah. Common mistake. Like too much gripping.
Yeah. Too
And
much
just
looking down. Like
Too much
posture is
looking down. Like you have at least like eye level.
Yeah.
Good leverage. I think it lasted for like 1 minute.
Yeah,
diba? 1 minute. And
The
James
attempts on the takedown, grabbing the calf. So when you go for a takedown or for an ankle pick, you always want to go super low. The lower, the better. It's like anytime you grab a lever, you always want to grab it at the end. It's easier to control that way.
And don't like dive your head.
Yeah.
Get a leverage.
Yeah.
Stay
Especially
low.
if your opponent knows like guillotines,
Yep.
they can like use it to guillotine you.
Actually, medyo nag-attempt ng guillotine.
Yeah.
Pero he don't know how to like finish it.
Yeah.
Or execute it.
But overall, I was very happy. Like they know what they were doing. I think that's the important thing.
Especially when Kyle.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Like they weren't lost.
Especially when Kyle was able to go full mount.
Yeah, for
There you
sure.
go.
Like, because we've been doing that since day one.
Yep.
Like, when you're on top, you always want to stay on top. Whether you're passing someone's guard, on top of side control, on top of mount, on top inside someone's half guard, on top of half guard. When you're on top, always stay on top. So everything stems from there. Your passing, your submissions, your ability to stay on top comes from there. The moment you lose a top position, then you have to like redo the sequence again. Sweep them, you get up on top. So when you get on top, you have to always stay on top. Whether
That's
you're in the armbar position, see if they're able to come on top, stack you, it's gonna be difficult to finish the armbar. But as long as you're on top, the prerequisite is there to finishing the armbar, transitioning to mount, which what Diego did. I think on his second match in the absolute, he was having a hard time isolating the arm. So instead of like forcing the arm bar, he just went to mount. So again, thinking of always staying on top. If you feel like you're not gonna get the position, or I mean the submission, instead of like forcing it, losing the position, just stay on top and just set it up from there again. Yeah, that was good. See, those are the small wins I'm talking about. Understanding that little thing of you like rushing the armbar, losing the position, or resetting back to a strong position or getting to mount.
Yeah, because I remember telling Diego, I think Diego only, if ever you, if you were able to pass your opponent's guard, and you were able to secure the side control, you know what to do. Just chest to chest,
Shoulder to the neck.
pressure, pull the armpit.
Yeah.
That's it. And just play knee on belly, mount. You know what to do. I mean, that's the game. And James was talking about we're doing that for so long, since day one, and that's very easy for them.
Yeah, you don't even
When they got it,
they weren't even thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's just automatic.
and if you see them, they're not pressured.
Yeah.
They're just playing.
Yeah,
They're just playing around.
that's how you want to compete.
Yeah.
Or in general, that's how you want your jiu-jitsu to be.
Yeah.
You just want to flow, depending on the situation.
Yeah.
You're not basically how we train. We want our students to be immune to novelty. So whatever the opponent throws at you, you know how to address them. So in this competition, we like also discovered some things that we have to work on, like dealing with certain guards, like the lasso. So that's a novel position for Diego. So at least there's gonna be a great feedback for us we know what we're gonna be working on for the next competition.
Nice. So I was actually, I wanted to do a segment where we reacted to Kyle's match and to Diego's, but you guys actually kind of covered what you were going to see anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm going to show a quick clip of Kyle's first 30 seconds so we can kind of
Is this a
dissect
compilation or?
no, I have just each video.
Okay.
So we're gonna do the first like 30 seconds for the listeners. If you can go to our YouTube channel, type in Tap Talk Podcast, you can watch the actual match of Kyle, Diego, and Bren. We're gonna react to them right now. So we'll just do the first 30 seconds to a minute. This is pretty much just gonna be him standing up. I want you guys to just anything that pops into your head. Feel free to critique Kyle, Bren, and Diego. They already know about this, so they're all good. Okay.
So this was Kyle's first match?
Yes.
Okay.
So for those white belts that are thinking about competing, here are some thoughts from coaches, 2 brown belts on
so
what
this is
you
his
can do.
first ever jiu-jitsu match.
Yes, first ever.
Kyle's in white
see?
gi, right?
He's getting the leg, but it's too high. He's like
His head is too
grabbing-
high.
yeah, head is too low, grabbing the leg too high. So not so much leverage. See, his head is too low. So whenever your posture is broken, it's hard to like mechanically, it's hard to like produce force. Like imagine doing a deadlift while your posture is down. You're not gonna be as strong. And you're more vulnerable from like headlocks.
His left hand, he's reaching the far side leg. So it's
kind of
Yeah, see, his head is too low.
yeah.
It's not very mechanically advantageous for him.
So were you worried at any point here like he might get
Guillotine.
Yeah. So let's say you were his opponent, you would see a lot of openings here on to attack.
For sure.
Now let's
See,
look up.
See, high.
he's too high.
Grabbing the leg. When you try to go for an ankle pick, always grab low.
The guy,
Or generally speaking.
his opponent, he can attempt a guillotine a while ago.
Oh, he had an opportunity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of
especially
times.
if your head is like, if you're looking down and your opponent's chest is above your head, if they sprawl, they can like
pin you
down
down.
and grab your head here. Like shoot darces, anaconda chokes,
Gotcha.
guillotines. Especially for no-gi, that happens a lot.
So I'm going to fast forward. They actually get stopped right here because the referee called no action, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're going to reset. And then this is where we...
Yeah,
There,
see, still
there.
too high. See? It's still too high. So whenever you grab a lever, you always want to grab it low.
He grabbed almost the ankle. It's perfect, but the thing is, he's too high.
See? Still too high.
Yep.
It's hard to control the leg.
Break that grip.
Oh, he has an underhook. That's actually a good position for him. But now, see, his head is low again. See, head is low.
And he's going to be getting the takedown pretty soon right here. And he finally finds some success right about now.
There
he
you
pulls guard.
go.
Sorry, he pulls guard. So what are your thoughts about him pulling guard right now?
It's good.
It's good.
Good.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's not sloppy.
Because it's possible his opponent was like expecting him to like
But
fight for a takedown.
I remember this position. His left hand is grabbing like the material on the elbow. So I think I heard James like switch to the tip of the sleeve.
Again, you want to end the end of the lever.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that's better. Grabbing the sleeve with the foot on the bicep. Yeah, double pan. See, still a little bit high, but yeah.
Boom.
Good.
Dude, this is when I said, let's fucking go.
Then once he mounted, I told him to go laces down.
Yep.
Because if you're on your toes and mount, the difference with mount and side control, in side control, you want to be on your toes because you want to drive weight at an angle. So it's fine. But when you're on mount, since you're directly on top,
Laces down.
you don't want to post on your toes because the weight will be on your toes, not on your opponent. When you go laces down, the weight is going to be on your opponent. That's what you want in mount. So that's the difference.
Yeah.
We went over that a couple months ago. I remember you teaching me about laces down. I do remember that.
And also, when you do laces down, you're able to pull with your hamstring. See how
he keeps on going on.
The foot is under the leg.
Yeah.
You're using the foot to drive, to produce more force, to drive forward with your hips. If you're on your toes, you're not going to be able to do it as much. So now, see, that's mechanically sound.
It's perfect. So I'm going to fast forward a little bit here, guys. I'm going to go to the second. He gets it again. So they'll reset in the center and then they go to mount and then basically, right, this is what I wanted you guys to.
When you're on top, stay on top.
So what happens here?
He's on active toes, James.
Yeah.
He's not laces down.
Yeah.
It could have gone really bad for him right there, right?
Not so heavy.
I remember hearing you guys to Tayo, right? You guys were saying Tayo.
James, correct me if I'm wrong. If you're doing laces down on top,
on mount,
your weight is on your hip, right?
Your weight is on their belly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mas heavy yung hip mo.
Yeah.
Because if you're doing on your toes, my
weight is gonna be on your toes.
Yep.
So your weight will be on the mat rather than your opponent. So that's the difference. But in side control, you want to be on your toes because you want to drive at an angle.
Just want to show you.
No, please.
He immediately look at his pull guard.
Nice.
Right? Nice. Yeah. Perfect.
Because again, his opponent is probably expecting a takedown battle again.
Yeah.
Again.
And the way he went straight to pull, man, dude. I was like, And just as a teammate watching this, it's so exhilarating to see this right here. So he hasn't been full mount if you're just listening right now, guys. And pretty much this sealed the deal for Kyle's very first competition win ever. Very first match, very first win.
Yeah. So maybe an analogy would be when you're in mount, like you want to park your car, the wheels of the car on top of your opponent's chest, that heavy. So you're just heavy down. In side control, you want to be like a rolling pin. Like you want to flatten the bread. Yeah.
Yep. Kyle, if you're listening or watching, I just want to say, beautiful work. You inspired me, man. Okay, so we're going to move to Brendan. This is perfect. So we're going to dive into this later on in the podcast, but during one of Diego's matches, there was a little bit of a dispute on if it was
for the finals match.
If it was a sweep or
if it was a sweep,
if it was a sweep or not.
Yeah.
So I'm going to save that for last. But the cool thing about this is, or unfortunately, both of the coaches actually missed Bren's match, but he still got the win, so it don't matter. But they're going to be reacting to
who's
this.
coaching Bren? Jay?
I think Jay. Jay was coaching.
Yeah, so he had a coach. Shout out to Jay.
Yeah.
But this is going to be a live reaction to Bren's match. They never got to see this. So
because this was happening during Diego's match or during the dispute.
No, this is during the dispute.
When we were disputing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys can do a live reaction to his actual match. Here we go. Feel free to just say whatever you guys need to say.
Okay, low base, hands up. Good.
Perfect. Get the grips. First grip. Yup.
Good.
First grip. You have to stay low.
See, still high by the knee. Though it's easier for them to defend. But I think he gets a takedown here.
Pull the leg. There you go. He
Right.
pulled it.
Change the angle. Yeah.
Yep, he pulled the leg. Yeah, working it.
We're towards the
Right,
head.
yep.
Good. Flatten.
He's controlling the right leg.
Chest to chest right away. Good.
Shoulder pressure.
Shoulder to the neck. Good. See how is making the head turn. So whenever you like contort the spine that way, it's making it for the bottom, making it mechanically not so good for them.
Pull out. You should pull the leg. How is going for a submission?
For Americana.
His go-to move.
Oh,
Stay on top. When you're on top, stay
I
on
thought he
top.
was going to tap there. I thought he was going to go.
he can switch armbar there.
Or get the back.
Yeah, or get the back.
So that was an option for him
Yeah.
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the back or an armbar.
Yeah, so whenever they expose their back, whenever they turn and there's back exposure, you can there's an option there of getting the back.
Yeah.
It seems like Bren just had one mission in mind.
Yeah.
Americana. He's working for that arm.
Oh, he turns
my God.
totally
You-
chest to back.
You see, Brent's still connected.
Mm-hmm.
Like he doesn't give space.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a good,
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah, so pause.
Go.
So right now, this is the back mount, which in my opinion, this is the worst position in jiu-jitsu when you're in the bottom. And this is the best position when you're on top.
Flattened.
Flatten. Somebody gets your back and you're flattened like that. Because now, when you think about it, in a self-defense scenario, all of your attacks are facing the floor. And all of your attacks, when you're on top, is facing the weak points of the opponent. The spine, the back of the head. So if there's strikes involved, you can like strike the back of the head. You can like do a choke. And all of his weapons, his strikes, are facing away from you. So this is the strongest position in my opinion.
So if you're in bottom,
Yeah, never let
do
them
that.
never let
Fight
them.
for your
Might
title.
as well, you got your back taken already. So just pick a side, any side. But of course, you want to go to the non-choking side, escape from there, rather than be in that position. Because now, all of your attacks are not facing your opponent, and it's gonna be harder to escape because they're
Yeah.
putting their weight on your hips.
For the listeners, Bren's opponent is pretty much face down in like a half turtle.
Yeah.
His legs are out, so which is really bad.
Yeah.
Go ahead, coach. You can-
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's
It's actually almost done. Oh, I didn't mean to ruin it for you. Sorry.
Yeah, now see how Brent's putting weight. He's pushing the hips down,
Mm-hmm.
putting pressure on the spine, the lower back. As he's trying to like
the guy
get
on
the
bottom should
grips.
post his knees.
Yeah.
He should
Right.
turtle, right?
Yeah,
he
he
should
should
turtle.
go to turtle. and
Just
pick
try
a
your
side.
best to turn to
Yeah.
one side. That way, it's still a bad position, but at least your opponent's weight is not on you anymore. That's how you can set up your
There's Jay.
escapes. Oh yeah, so
Yeah,
Jay
that's
was coaching.
Jay.
Yeah, that's just such a bad position.
And then
See, Brent. Every time the guy turns, he's still connected.
Yeah,
no
stay
space.
on top.
No
Yeah.
space.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh,
Got
he didn't tap because of the Americana. He tap of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Go.
See?
He tapped before the Americana. Huh?
He tap. See?
Ah,
It's pressure. I mean, I think the tightness of Brent's game
yeah.
probably the guy got tired.
Yeah,
of that.
Possible.
Possible.
So I have Diego's match, but it's not the dispute.
Okay.
So, did you guys want to talk about the dispute right now, or
We can do the first
Yeah.
match first.
okay?
First match.
Okay.
First match.
Any last things for Bren?
For Brent, no.
That's
He did very good. He did very well.
Bren, amazing.
Yeah.
All right, we are moving into Diego's
First match.
first match.
Okay.
Excuse me.
I'm so happy with Diego, how he matured from his first competition and entering this competition.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, right?
Yeah, of course, man.
His
Morning crew.
yeah.
Yeah, training 3-4 times a week. Who's gonna do that? Here?
5-4, yeah.
5, yeah.
I think from the moment from his first match up until now, from February to
Yeah,
July,
didn't stop
Yeah.
training.
didn't stop.
Yeah.
He was a man on a mission.
Yeah, because again, your confidence will come from there.
See
Your
how Diego
performance in the
is
gym. Actively getting
yeah.
the grips.
there you
Being
go.
first, see?
Yeah.
He won the exchange. Those mini battles. When you win those mini battles, you get your position, and that's how you like you set the tempo from there. So now his opponent is just reacting to what he does. So that's what you want to do. You want your opponent to react to what you do rather than the other way around.
This is the guy from Cebu.
See, the guy's never mind.
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
No, never. See,
Double pants. He's a
double
little
pants.
bit high, but
yeah.
oh,
So
see,
you have to
reaping.
clear
That's
the
a
leg.
reap. That's a reaper right
Reaping.
there.
That's reaping.
So that was another missed call.
There
Yeah.
should be a disqualification, or at least the referee should have.
So for clarification, what reaping is, James, reaping, please.
So pause. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you're controlling the leg, so this is a single leg X position. So one knee is in between, and your outside leg should be on the side of the hip. It should never cross the center line. So a good guide would be the knot of the belt. Your foot should never go past that knot. Otherwise, it's gonna be reaping.
And clearly here, his leg is
Yeah.
completely
Yeah.
across. So
Reaping.
why is this illegal?
Well, it's based on
Pressuring the
you
knee.
don't wanna put pressure on the knee. So for white, even for I'm not sure of the rules now, especially for ASJF. But anyway, for white belts, you're not supposed to torque the knee for maybe preventing injuries.
Because this is the sports side of jiu-jitsu.
Yes.
This is the sports
Yeah,
side of jiu-jitsu. All right, let's move on.
Yeah, see, so clearly the knee is way past.
Yeah. He completely missed that.
Yeah.
Yep. See?
Nice, clear the leg. Staying on top. Remember, never
Long
accepting.
step. He long step there. He long step there.
Nice, there. Chest to chest right away.
Pass
Hey.
right there.
He didn't do the long step. You see from, he did reverse kesa.
And here he gets the points. It's considered
Yeah,
a
for
Oh,
pass.
not
passing.
yet.
Yeah.
Because
for
the
the
guy
pass.
is still recovering.
Oh, not yet. Okay.
Pass again.
Chest to
There you
chest.
go.
Collar, yeah.
Yep.
Secure.
He can go for front
Nice.
face.
See, here, you want to be on your toes. C2, you want to drive. To be
Yep.
heavy.
Yep. Yes.
Guys framing well.
Knee
Knee on the belly. To block the leg.
Full mount.
Then mount.
You
Yeah,
mount.
nice.
Beautiful.
Laces down. Good. Chest to face.
You see how Diego is so. He's not rushing.
Confident
Yeah.
in everything that he does.
He's not rushing.
See, hooking the leg behind. Putting weight on the hips. Chest to face.
Chest to face.
Yeah.
Head control.
I'm getting
Armpit.
goosebumps.
He has reached the armpit. Training.
Like
Yeah.
Training.
how I learned as a white belt.
Armbar. You see how he went for the S mount?
See,
See, he
wait.
didn't rush it.
Yeah. Sorry.
Sorry.
All right. Oh boy.
Sorry, guys.
That's how excited. That's how excited Coach was.
What the fuck?
All right, for the next
I'm sorry,
reaction video,
guys.
we're going to get an iPad stand. I promise you guys. But that was the last match. Shout out to Diego for beautifully winning. That was his very first win, right? That was the first
win,
one. Yeah.
Second
Yeah.
competition. So from losing his first match in his first competition to getting to the finals.
Yep. That was actually all of the videos I had, so that's okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
Should we pause for the cleanup or we're okay?
Just keep going.
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Yeah, so what I was saying, as a white belt, what I learned from my professors. So again, when you're on top, when you pass your opponent's guard, you should make them pay. So if you're able, if you let your opponent pass your guard, you should be miserable. That way you learn to never let your opponent, anyone pass your guard. So your guard should be sacred. Basically. Never let anyone pass your guard.
Damn, I need a sacred guard.
Yeah.
I really need a sacred guard, man. Woo. Okay. So I guess let's move into Diego's controversial call. So he was fighting someone from FTA, right?
This for the finals match. No. This
No.
was
The guy from Cebu.
Cebu,
guy
yeah,
from the Cebu.
for the finals match.
Okay, this was the finals match for his weight class. What happened?
Yeah, very close match, very evenly contested. The referees did not see the possession, so they didn't give him the 2 points. So it was 2-0. Diego got swept, so they gave the opponent 2 points. So 2-0.
Diego got swept by Lasso.
No. I'm not sure. But he got swept. Then last few seconds, he was in half guard or quarter guard. He was able to get the sweep, but the referees didn't see the possession, so they didn't award him the 2 points. And so they originally gave the win to his opponent. Then we contested it. We brought the video showing that he was trapping the leg, so he was in half guard. When he ended up on top, it should have been 2 points. So it should have been 2-2 when the match ended. Then we disputed it, and they went back to it. They matched again for the golden score. So the rules for ASJJF, if it's even, you get a first to score match or a golden score or sudden death.
Yeah.
Whoever scores the first exchange wins the match.
Good thing about when we contested the sweep, 3 black belts are reviewing it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Prof. Joey Lepitan, Edward, Prof. Edward.
And I think Coach Alvin was there.
Coach Alvin also, Alvin Lee. Even Raymond yata. No?
I think so, yeah.
Raymond, for black
But
belt.
at least three reps were there.
3 reps were there.
First of all, shout out to Jamie for having the video ready, available. Is this the first time you've contested a call, Coach Jay?
No. It's common. It's common. Especially for...
But you, though, specifically. Have you done this before? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It happens sometimes. If it's very close. Especially if... With ASJJF, they have very... Their rules are a bit different compared to BJJ-FT. They have different rule sets. So, for example, a sweep is awarded... so generally, a sweep happens when there's a reversal of position. Let's say, if you're playing guard, if you're able to force your opponent's steps on the mat and you get on your feet or on your knees, you have to wait 3 seconds for the points to be granted.
Mm-hmm.
But in ASJJF, as soon as the hips are down and you get on your feet, doesn't have to be a 3 count. They give you the points right away. Also, for double pull, so double pull happens when both opponents pull guard at the same time. So in every other rule sets, if you double pull and somebody comes up, that's just an advantage. In ASJJF, if there's a double pull and one comes up, that's automatic 2 points.
Oh, because I think ASJJF, they don't have advantage.
I think so.
It's only a point
or a penalty.
Yeah, that's it. That's why they have sudden death.
No, okay. So a quick little white belt tip: if this is your first competition, it is your responsibility as the competitor to know the rules of the competition that you are going to be competing in. And then also, I think it's a little bit of responsibility, correct me if I'm wrong, for the coaches to know that, which is why you contested it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So don't think that every set of rules is the same throughout each competition. Right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So that's a really good white belt tip. I'm going to take that for myself. And real quickly, just take me into the huddle that you guys were in, because it took almost 15 minutes of discussion. When you guys were contesting what were you guys like? Was it cordial? Was it heated?
It's cordial.
Yeah.
Because the good thing is there's video evidence.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So even if there's a disagreement, the video will prove it.
Yeah.
If it's actually a guard, if it's not a guard, so they're gonna be able to base their decision based on the video evidence. So which is good.
That's why it took like long, because even the head referees are quite how do I say this, like they don't know if it's really sweep or not, because it's very like an inch sweep, or it's just scramble. So they want to make it sure that they're gonna call it correctly.
Yeah, so props to them also. They've given us the time.
Yeah.
They do their due diligence of really like seeing it if it's for what it actually is, which is good.
Even the head referee, I think it's Coach Edward. He said to me, "Oh, okay na, ha?" So, yeah. So, thank you.
So a question for our listeners and watchers, specifically for the coaches, or if you ever coached, or maybe even the players, is there a correct way to contesting a call because I don't want to say any names, but maybe 20 minutes before there was a match and then there was a coach who was essentially yelling at the referees. And we're in the middle of SM City Mall. It's a huge mall, thousands of people in that mall. And I could hear him contesting a call and essentially just being a fucking asshole, yelling at the refs. Is that like a proper way to do it, or what do you think?
It happens. Well, I would imagine, of course, you're a coach. You care for your students. You really want them to win, and of course, you want it to be fair. So, if you really have like watching it objectively and you see that something is wrong, of course, as the coach, it's your responsibility if you want to fight for it. So for me, it's fine.
Yeah, and every coaches are different.
Yeah, every coaches are different.
Of course, me and James are competitive.
Yeah.
We're competitive. Maybe that coach is very, very competitive, and maybe he's very, very vocal about it.
Yeah.
Unlike us, we're not very, very loud when we try to complain about a wrong call or there's a reaping with Diego, right? We called it like prof, reaping, and then they're not looking at us. Okay, it's okay.
So it's a good thing there's video evidence. So
Yeah.
For those competing, it's always good if you have like a
Video. Someone
videoing your match. So that way, when you do complaint, you have something to back it up. So, pro tip.
So we're we went to the coach to the head referees, diba? Tapos umalis na tayo. Tapos ngayon nandun si Diego. Tapos tinawag ako ni Diego. Sabi ko, coach, tawag ka nung head referee. Pumunta ako, tumakbo ako. Tapos naiwan ka pa, diba? Tapos sabi ko, sir, sabi ko, yung video. Anong video? Yung panoorin ko. Tapos, bigla sabi nung head referee kay Diego, sabi ko, kunin mo yung video para mapanood niya nga So anyway, yeah.
Okay. So to kind of flip things on the other end, I will say right off the bat, because I'm just assuming I've never refereed, but I feel like referees do have a hard job.
Yeah, for sure.
As long as there's a human being and not a robot watching it, they have a tough job. But why do you think there were so many missed calls yesterday?
Maybe experience, maybe
it's their first
they're
time.
still new,
Yeah, maybe it's their first time to
definitely understand. It's hard to ref.
Yeah.
Even if you're a seasoned referee, black belt, you can still make mistakes. Because again, they're just humans.
See, but my thought here is, now that I've said, like, I know it's hard, but look, Kyle is an 18-year-old kid. He doesn't work. He had to pay a certain amount of money to compete.
Yeah.
He's paying to do this. The referees are getting paid to referee.
Yeah.
And, like it may seem silly to somebody who's not a jiu-jitsu player, but to us, it's like a very serious thing and very important to us. And to lose a match on a technicality, or even with Diego, he had to rematch, lost some energy because of this rematch on a missed call. I feel like that's a little unfair.
So check this out.
It's part of the game.
Imagine if James didn't contested the call to Diego's match. Though Diego lost after when they go sudden death. Imagine if James didn't contested the match and then the guy won, right?
Yeah.
And then they're gonna see the video. Oh shoot, it could have been 2-2.
Yeah.
I mean,
they could have changed the game, the trajectory of the game.
Yep. So I don't know. Maybe I should referee one day, just so I can actually sound like I know what I'm talking about. But just let me think about if you're a referee, like you got kids out there spending their hard-earned money to compete while you're getting paid. So just pay a little bit more attention.
Yeah.
Sorry, referees. Man, that's some beautiful insight on what it's like to compete for your first time. So that's a really, really cool segment I want to keep on introducing. That's beautiful. But on to the next, guys. Listener questions. So this is becoming a really popular segment. Shout out to all of our listeners. I'm just going to throw them out there and I just want to know what you guys think. Okay.
Yeah.
First and foremost, the one I want to go to is Jay's podcast. What is it? I'm so sorry. What's Jay's
Better
podcast?
than average.
Shout out to Better Than Average podcast.
Chris and Jay.
Jay Swanson.
Jay Swanson. He has a question
is he
for
coming?
us.
I think-
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
What's up, Jay?
A shout out to Jay. He has a question. Spats with or without shorts. He says, "Be free, brothers." And he's actually talked about this on another podcast. I thought it was hilarious. His partner, what's his partner's name again? Chris was questioning him why he just wears spats straight up. For me, shorts always.
Shorts. Yeah. Shorts.
Shorts.
Spats
Yeah.
with shorts.
Yeah.
Spats with shorts.
This isn't OnlyFans. It's jujitsu.
Short.
Okay.
I mean, there was this guy who competed in Speedos. You remember that?
Yeah.
ADCC. He's just wearing Speedos.
Just watching that was so awkward. I don't know. I didn't like it.
Which one?
There was a guy who competed in just underwear. Just straight up
Jiu-jitsu?
Speedos. Yeah,
Speedos.
Speedos.
Oh,
You didn't see that?
UFC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, not
No,
UFC.
even ADCC, I think. Or
Yeah.
a Nogi competition.
no.
Nothing. Just straight up Speedos.
Speedos?
Yeah, that was
No.
weird. We actually already went over this, but I wanted to give a shout out to username CD Guanalo.
Oh, that's Sean.
Guanlao.
Guanlao.
Yeah.
Okay, he asked if we can talk about upcoming jiu-jitsu events and give a reaction to the matches. We just did that
Sure. Yeah.
to the Angus
For sure.
Open. Oh, this one's from my cousin Rufio_707. Shout out to Kuya Mark. What's one thing you wish you worked on more as a white belt?
Oh, yeah. I
Oh.
think I answered this before.
Yeah.
Fundamentals.
Yeah. Understanding fundamentals.
Whether you're in guard, so again, very important. So whatever position it is that you are in, top, bottom. So when you're on top, you want to stay on top. Whether you're on top of mount, top of half guard, standing up, passing open guard. It stems from there. That's a prerequisite. You won't be able to do the pass. You won't be able to do the submission if you lose the top position. So it makes sense. So let's say you wanna get to mount. You can't get to mount if you get swept. So when you're on top, stay on top. Get past the legs. When you're in the bottom, you never want them passing your guard. So always making and maintaining connections with your grips, with your feet to get the sweep, getting on top. So focusing on those fundamentals.
Nice. This guy trained with us a couple months ago from Spain. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Forgot your name. What's his name again?
It's Ken.
Ken.
Shout out to Ken.
Oh, Ken.
Username
Blue belt.
Knox00. His question is best workout exercises for BJJ. Strength, cardio, endurance, thoughts?
Compound lift.
For him, he has his own workout, but I don't do lift. I don't lift weights. I don't know why, because I don't lift weights. I just do drilling, and I work out. I work my hips to make it stronger. Because I don't know the average, but I think it's maybe 80%. Mostly in jiu-jitsu, you're using your hips.
Yeah.
So you have to have active hips and strong hips. And for strength, I don't know. Cardio. James, he has a strengthening conditioning.
Well, you can't go wrong with doing the compound lift. So just focusing on any squat, any hip hinge like a deadlift, any pull, so like a row. Doing that, don't have to do anything fancy. Just focusing on getting strong on the compound lifts. It's gonna translate to the mat. I think so. So just doing a squat. Me, I prefer a front-loaded squat, regular deadlift, conventional deadlift, a pull like a Pendlay rows, a press like a overhead press. I think that's all you need. Then if you wanna add more, if you get strong in the compound lifts, and you feel like you need to work on specific muscle groups, like you want to do accessory lifts, then it's fine. But just by focusing on the compound lifts, it's gonna be a good investment in adding strength on the mats.
Shout out to you, Ken, for that wonderful question. Oh, to our listeners, drop a comment if you want Kuya JR's hip workout. It is grueling. He makes us do it every morning.
Which one?
Your hip workout.
Oh yeah,
It's
hip workout.
super effective, and he credits his De La Riva open guard, closed guard to this workout, and it's tough, and it's been actually really effective for my game. So if you want, drop a comment and we will give it to you. All right. Last question is, so I asked on our Instagram, Tap Talk 100 on Instagram, most effective sport jiu-jitsu move for a real life situation. So
Real life. Okay.
for real life. So Marlo, shout out to Marlo. He said RNC. RS said Bolo because
Bermolos.
the Bermolos most applicable for control. I don't know who this is. This is username OJM Capis Wrestling Up. Ken again said RNC, and then
Yeah,
Digo
yeah,
said
Gilly.
the Gilly. What about you guys? What would you use?
Like a specific position?
Just any sport jujitsu move. For like last podcast, we talked about someone pulling Della Riva.
Okay.
What do you think would happen if something
Mm,
came about? What would you do?
if it's a real fight?
Yeah.
Close guard.
Close guard?
Yeah. There's a lot of data like close guard because you can like break the posture control, not get knocked out because like closing the distance, not giving your opponent space to like throw haymakers. So controlling first by closing the distance and working from there. Either wrestling up. So once you close the distance, you like protect yourself from getting hit to knock you out. Then if you dictate where it goes, you dictate the pace, making the space again to like wrestle up or get the sweep. So I think close guard. So it's gonna work gi or no gi if you like do the fundamentals of it.
What's the question again?
So like if you were in a real life situation,
Real
let's
life
say
situation.
someone was trying to hurt you,
Yeah.
what do you think you would do?
Jiu-jitsu aspect or
Yeah, but like you have to choose a sports jiu-jitsu position.
sports jiu-jitsu position?
Like Della Riva, it's a very sports jiu-jitsu move, right? Or like for me, like I like to pull or I've been trying to work on my deep half. Not
Yeah.
necessarily a good idea on the streets. What would you do?
the full mount.
Full mount?
Full mount.
Nice.
You can never go wrong.
Yeah.
Full
Yeah.
mount. You can never go
Or
wrong.
at least keep it standing. If it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
a street fight,
Because if you're asking me real life situation and I'm gonna choose a position and jiu-jitsu aspect,
Yeah.
of course full mount. But if you're gonna ask me straight fight, of course standing up.
Yeah.
You have to use your hands.
or
but
let's say
in
you got taken down or you
Yeah.
got hit, you fall down, your opponent's like coming at you. Get them in close guard at least.
Yep.
So you can like close the distance, not allow them to strike you, knock you out.
Yep.
Then from there, you can work from there.
Nice. Nice. All right. Last viewer listener segment, but also this will turn into something a little bit bigger. Shout out to my kuya Kenneth. He kind of wants us to discuss jujitsu traditions.
Traditions?
Yep. So first question for you guys is, how do you feel about excessive bowing on the mat? So I will say, when I was training in California, it was almost a requirement. When
Or
I,
it's also required.
they didn't tell me, but
You saw it.
I know for a fact if I didn't, I would be called
Oh,
out.
I see.
So you have to bow when you're leaving,
Okay.
bow when you're
Okay.
coming into it. This was for one of the gyms. To when I was training with my Kuya Kenneth, the one who asked it, we didn't really have to bow.
Okay.
So what are you guys' thoughts on bowing?
Bowing.
Bowing, yeah.
Well, I respect if I'm gonna visit somebody's gym and they like require, of course I'm gonna respect it. But in Sunset Valley, we don't do it. So if the students want to bow, I don't stop them also. It's up to them. Again, it's so minute for me. I don't even it's not even a big deal for me. You can bow if you want. If you don't want to bow, it's fine also. But if you're gonna visit another person's gym and it's their culture, of course you want to respect them. So again, reading the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Say bowing. If you want to bow, bow. If
Yeah.
you don't want to, it's okay for me. It's a tradition, but it depends on the person. Depends on the person.
I'll
do
say
you, do you bow?
I'll do it out of
No,
respect.
No,
No,
right.
no, I don't bow. As a new student, and I'm sorry if this sounds disrespectful, I don't see why we have to bow.
Yeah.
Why?
Especially like bowing to the photos.
Yeah. I feel like it's no disrespect to the founding fathers of jiu-jitsu. They'll
Yeah.
probably like strike me down right now, but why do I have to bow? I don't think it's necessary. That's so silly. That's my opinion as a white belt. All right. Next one is here we go. Lower belts not being able to ask higher belts to roll.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I think anyone should ask, or they have the freedom to ask whoever they want to roll.
Yeah.
Whether you're higher belt, lower belt, anyone. So a black belt can ask a white belt to roll. A white belt can ask a black belt to roll. Anyone can.
Before someone told me like never ask a higher belt to roll.
Yeah.
And okay, why? I was thinking why. I just follow them because they're my superior, my heads. Okay, and but I didn't tell my other, because I was a blue belt then. I didn't tell Jay like, bro, you could ask me anytime if you want to roll. You could ask me anytime. Just what's the issue if you ask me, right? I don't see any disrespectful thing about asking higher belts, bro. Even Ivan, before I was a purple, he's a black. I mean, I saw him like, bro, can we roll? Totally fine with him. Totally fine with him.
Especially if you're a white belt, I think it should be your priority to like ask higher belts to roll, because
That's your chance to learn.
to learn. And for me, it's safer also, especially if you roll with the black belt. That's the safest roll you can get. Rolling with someone better than you who knows what he's doing, as opposed to rolling with another white belt, where I think most injuries happen when it's like two white belts going at it.
Look at this. You're paying, right? You're a white belt. You're paying to the gym. You're paying to learn. And then they're stopping you to learn because of you're not allowed to ask higher belts to roll. You're just sitting down on the corner waiting for the higher belts to call you.
Yeah.
And what if a higher belt didn't see you?
Yeah.
Or he doesn't want to roll to a white belt?
Yep.
Yeah.
So where's the learning?
Yeah.
It's so, men, just ask. So guys, if you're gonna visit Sunset Valley, you're a white, blue, purple, James, if you want to roll with us or with Ivan, don't hesitate to ask. It's totally fine with us.
And I think it's a major red flag if the professor doesn't roll with the students.
Yeah,
that's a red flag.
yeah.
Yep.
Unless of course you're injured,
I think the progression of my learning is almost due to the fact that you guys don't enforce that at your school. The open door policy of me wanting to roll with you, Jay, or Ivan, and me being able to ask, like, that has changed the game for me compared to some, like you said, we're paying money to learn. And then if I have to just wait my turn, and then some classes are only 1 hour, like you're just wasting your time.
Yeah, exactly.
You're just wasting your time. So another tradition I don't agree with. All right, I got one more for you guys. This one's a little bit light. So when you get promoted, belt whipping, what are your thoughts on that?
No. I saw a video this week. I sent it to Jay Navidad. Their tradition is every time they're promoting, they're gonna swing a paddle. Yeah, so pakita ko.
But this gym here in the Philippines.
No. Here.
All right, for our listeners, we're watching a Instagram reel.
Jiu-Jitsu.
All right, guys, let's promote somebody real quick. There you go.
Damn.
The guy has a boat paddle in his hand. It's a no-gi gym.
Cricket bat.
Oh my God. And he just smacks. Okay. It's fun and it's light.
And it's
Hey, can you send that to me?
It's their thing.
Oh, so they actually really do this.
They do. They really do it. Another guy.
So it looks like they're doing it for fun, but it's another extreme of belt whipping.
Yeah, we don't do that in Sunset Valley.
Yeah, we don't.
Yeah. Whether it's for you or not, just kind of want to know your thoughts.
Yeah.
It does look good on Instagram.
When
I will say that.
When I got promoted to blue belt, bro,
What happened?
gauntlet.
So you
Like 20
so you got belt whipped before.
The first guy who hit me, he missed my back.
Oh shit.
Yung tip ng belt went here,
Oh.
bro.
There has to be a case where you got promoted, you got belt whipped, and you got injured. There's a
That's-
possibility
yeah,
that's happened
possible.
already, right?
Maybe hit you below the belt.
Yeah.
That happens too.
Or get in the eye or something.
Yeah.
So
But don't get us wrong, guys. If that's your thing, that's totally fine.
Again, just respect the culture.
yeah.
Exactly. And we have a right to our opinion. It's our podcast. We can talk about whatever.
Oh, have
we
you seen it? Also in social media, their tradition is they're choking out their student.
Choking out.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That's
You saw
crazy.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, they're gonna promote you, and their tradition is they're gonna choke you out.
Okay.
Choke you out.
Wild. Wild. All right, guys. I want to play a game.
Hold up. Last question.
No, please go ahead.
Too much ooze.
Yeah. The ooze culture.
What's your thoughts about ooze?
I like it a little bit, but like not after
Not too
everything.
much. Yeah.
Ooze,
Not-
ooze, ooze, ooze. Have you seen the hashtags on
like,
Instagram? Ooze?
See
Like
you
it's a lot.
tomorrow. Ooze.
Yeah. Eh,
I don't know.
it's all right, I guess.
I do it like jokingly, like with friends. Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah.
I have a friend, I just my wife is divorcing me. Oh,
I like that. That's good.
I think James is not aware of. Every time we're having a group picture,
Mm-hmm.
he always says ooze. Oh, after the class picture. Okay, picture. So another one picture. Okay, and then you'll hear James ooze.
Oh.
You'll hear James ooze.
So you do say it.
Yeah.
That's another one. Real quickly before we move on. So another tradition I want you guys to comment on is when you do the group picture, the white belts have to be on the outside, then blue belts. Then what do you guys thoughts about that?
what's that?
Which
Some
one?
gyms require that. Like when you do,
No.
it should be ranked. So when you line up at the end of the class,
okay.
white belts on the outside, blue, and then like upper belts in the
I
middle.
think group picture.
Group picture when you line up at the end
Really?
of class.
Line up.
Yeah.
If I think there's a thing like if they have a traditional like lining up before and end of the class.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see.
It's a rank.
Yeah. So,
Rank.
so there should be a separation.
Yeah, but if you're just having a group picture after like the class,
No.
like no.
Okay. Got it.
But I think it's even us, diba? GA should be black, brown,
Okay.
purple. It's a thing. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a thing.
Okay, cool. So I want to play a game. It's going to be Coach James versus Coach JR. So if you're Team JR, the winner will get, or excuse me, let's do two of our listeners. So two of our listeners will either get a free Tap Talk t-shirt and some stickers. If Coach James wins, you'll get a free Tap Talk hat and some stickers.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just gonna ask some simple jiu-jitsu trivia. We're gonna do it by points. First person to answer.
Okay.
Okay.
How?
I'm just gonna ask it and then you
Yeah.
answer. So
just
whoever
answer.
answers first
Okay.
gets the point.
Okay.
Okay. So Team JR, free t-shirt and free stickers. Team James, a free hat and free stickers. You guys ready?
Okay.
Who's
All right, here we go.
who's
Who is considered the founder of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Henso Gr- I Hoyce
Founder?
Gracie.
Founder.
Is it Carlos Gracie?
Helio.
Helio.
I say
Helio.
Carlos.
It's Helio.
Helio? Okay.
Helio. All right. So 1
Helio?
point.
Helio?
Yeah, Helio. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, never mind. Okay. So second question. What is the highest belt rank in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu?
Red.
Red belt?
You got to go faster.
Okay.
2-0. 2-0. All right. So far, Team JR is in the lead. All right. Okay. I need you to define the position guard in Jiu-Jitsu.
Define the position.
Define position guard. Go.
On your back, using your legs and arms to manage distance.
Yep.
Okay.
2-1. All right. 2 points for JR and 1 point for James. Here we go. What is a common submission move that involves choking the opponent with your arm?
Rear naked choke.
RNC.
Oh, we're tied up,
Okay.
guys. 2-2. This is for the win, guys. This is the last question. For the win, in what year did Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu make its debut in the UFC?
1999.
In the UFC.
93.
Got it.
Points
Winner, Coach James. So
99.
this is how we're gonna do it, guys. So
I think nag-start yung URCC 1999.
Okay, okay.
that was a close one. That was a close
Yeah.
one. So if you follow us on Instagram, if you subscribe to us on YouTube, and you've given us a 5-star like on Spotify, just DM us on Instagram, and then we're gonna do a raffle if you want that free shirt or free stickers, and I will mail it to you personally.
Puss.
All right. Okay. We got one more game, guys. We got one more game. So let's do a little bit of a bigger prize. So how can we do this? It'll be the same thing. It's 5 questions. If you know what? Okay, we're going to do a TBD gift, but it's going to be a bigger prize to our listener. Maybe it'll be like a free lesson, a free taco, and then
Cool.
some free merch. But this will be a bigger prize than the next one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you an image, and I'm going to name this famous jiu-jitsu player, and I need you to name their belt and rank. So
Okay.
for example, if I
name the guy and
Yeah.
his rank.
so let's say if I was famous, I'd show RJ Canlis. You would be like, oh, white belt, 2 stripes.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Let's disregard the stripes.
No. Stripes. You got to know the stripes.
It's in the team?
I have it.
Okay.
So
Okay.
basically, you just got to know their belt. And so, for example, if they're a 2nd degree blue belt,
Okay.
Yeah.
you see what I'm saying? Okay, here we go. First up, Marcus
Marcus
Bucheche Almeida.
Yeah. Black belt. 3 stripe black.
I say 2
What is your full answer?
stripe black belt.
James gets the
Okay.
first point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all right, here we go. Number 2, Hodger Gracie.
Black belt. 4 stripes.
Black belt. Hodger. Oh, shoot. Sige, 3 na lang. Pero feeling ko 4. 3 stripe. Black belt, 4.
So final answer 4, and then
I'm-
yours.
5.
Okay, so James gets the
Oh.
second point.
Shoot.
So Hodger Gracie is a 5th degree black.
Oh, okay.
1, 2. Ah, 1, 2,
5
4,
stripes.
5. Yep.
All right, Gordon Ryan.
Black belt.
Black belt, no
Black
stripes.
belt. Yeah, black belt. I said black belt.
Okay, that's tie. That's
Okay.
a tie.
I don't
tie.
have to see.
So yeah, you're right. So right now it's
1.
2-1 still.
Okay.
All right. Oh, here we go. I got one little fun one. Mackenzie Dern.
Black belt.
2 stripes.
stripe. 3 stripe.
Yep, 3 stripe. But did you guys both get that wrong?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said 2.
Yep. So 2-1. 2-1. All right. This one should be easy. So I'm gonna do this one first to answer. Okay. Andre Galva.
5 stripes. Black belt.
Oh, did he just get his 5th stripe?
Oh, I don't know.
4 stripes.
Because because this is all off Wikipedia. Right now he's a 4th stripe.
Okay.
He's a 4th stripe black. So that tied up. You said 4th stripe.
Yeah.
All right. It's 2-2. Oh, this is for the win, guys. It's
Okay.
2-2.
Ooh, close match.
This is for the win.
I'm gonna contest that.
Jamie, can I see the tape, please? You guys ready?
Yep.
Let me just pull up a picture just to make sure you guys know him. Rodolfo Vera.
Ah, fuck. Black
3
belt.
stripes. Black belt.
Vieira?
Is that your final answer?
How many
Yeah.
stripes?
What? I don't know. What's your answer?
Rodolfo Vieira, black belt.
I'm gonna say 5.
4.
Okay, you know what? I might have got some bad information. Okay, hold on. Let's go. Hold on.
Just go on his Instagram. Check his belt.
Oh, okay. So I might have got it wrong. You know what? It doesn't matter because we're just gonna raffle out the winner. Same thing. You need to subscribe to us on YouTube. You need to leave a 5-star on Spotify and follow us on Instagram. And we will raffle out to you some cool ass prizes, and we'll announce them on the next podcast. Okay. That was fun. How do you guys like these games?
Yeah.
You think it's cool? It's cool. Okay. Good.
And yeah, the watching the matches.
Yeah.
Watching the matches and
I kind of want to dive back into the competition that we had yesterday and like more insight onto what it's like to compete for your first time, because I think just to reiterate the point that I keep on bringing up, there are more white belts ever right now than there have ever been, and there's going to be more competitors wanting to know. It's just such a daunting task. So we've talked about fundamentals, we've talked about muscle memory and just the training. Are there any other things that are maybe outside of the box that like just will give you that little edge? Like for me, man, how do you handle the tunnel vision? That was like a big major issue for me the moment I stepped on the mat.
I think tunnel visions will come from your everyday training. If like Jim's talking about the drill we're doing since day one, if you're getting used to it, if you're comfortable with it, so you're gonna have a tunnel vision of, shoot, I'm gonna do this on competition. If I were able to execute this position or go to this position, I'm very comfortable at it because I'm doing that for so long. And if I didn't do good, so I think I have a problem with my training, right? So I think tunnel visions comes from training.
Yeah, exactly. Your performance, I mean, your confidence should come from your performance. So again, like if you notice those competing, they have very different approaches. Like some are more nervous, some really have to like psych themselves up. So it's up to the individual. But again, that stems from what they can actually do in training. So whatever it is that you were doing in training, how you worked on it, how you set that intention from training, that's what's going to translate in comp day. So yeah, setting an intention. Because like if you're just going to copy someone of how you're going to approach competition, it might not be successful for you. So it's, especially if it's your first time, you still have the time to like discover it for yourself, what's going to work for you. But still, that's going to come from your actual performance in training. So regardless of how you deal with the pressures, with being nervous, that's for you to discover on your own. So there's no right or wrong answer there. Like I know like high level black belts, they get so nervous in competition, like they would vomit before a competition.
Yeah.
But they perform well. But that's how they deal with it. Some people, not visibly, you don't see them, they're very calm, but the night before they couldn't sleep. So it's up to the individual. It's hard to give a exact answer because people are just different. They handle pressures differently.
Yeah.
But same. It's gonna come from your performance of how you performed well in training. That's what's gonna translate. That's the indicator.
I think so. I was interviewing the players yesterday from our team, and I think a common theme was, man, I'm just so nervous, or like the moment seems too big. And I can definitely agree with that, but I think accepting that will never go away.
It's never gonna
that
go
will
away.
always be there, right?
Yeah.
So you just kind of have to. It's so cliche at this point, but you have to lean into it.
Yeah.
Because I think that saying applies to a situation like this.
Yeah. Oh,
You're just going to be nervous.
just
Accept.
yeah, just accept it. It's not gonna go away. So the quicker you accept that it's not gonna go away, you're gonna be able to handle it better, I guess. Rather than like finding a way to avoid it. It's not gonna go away anyway. So might as well deal with it and find the best way to deal with it for you. So like how you deal with it is gonna be different. How Coach JR is gonna deal with this is different. How I deal with it is different. We're all gonna be, but what remains is we're always gonna be dealing with it, white to black. They're gonna be dealing with it regardless. So just accept it.
What are you guys' thoughts on recording your training?
Yeah, I
As,
encourage it.
yeah.
I encourage everybody, record it, videotape it. The rules, the drills, whatever. Do it. Do whatever it is that you feel like is gonna help you improve your game. Which again, not even in competition where if there's a video you can contest decisions, but even in training, you can see where you're making a mistake, how you got your guard pass. If there's like video evidence of you getting your guard pass, then you're gonna be able to work on it rather than not having the video of it. Then you're just like gonna be guessing what went wrong. But if you have the video evidence, you can like study it for your own.
Yeah, I remember last year I'm always recording Saturday classes.
Yeah.
And even James is asking a copy of it. I'm sending it to him. So it's a good practice, like learning your mistakes.
Yeah.
Or if you were able to execute a proper submission or position, what can you like add up to?
No.
Additional technique for that. So it's a good practice. It's good recording your.
It's a good tool to get feedback.
Yep.
I didn't even say, and you know, more and more, like it's pretty obvious if you're within the sport. Like almost every gym has someone with like a professional camera. If you have a gym in 2024, it's almost expected that you're going to post your stuff on it. It's free advertisement, right? Not only is it good for learning, but more and more, I just see someone in a gi like myself with a camera.
Yeah.
So I don't know, because when I first started, I was a little shy and hesitant because my main purpose of recording was just for my own learning. So for you guys, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
for sure.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure. Cool, man. Coach James, you had mentioned that you have some specific user questions for all of us to answer. Feel free to bring them out.
What's that?
Coach James has listener questions as well.
Oh,
People,
yeah?
people hit him up. So feel free to ask.
Okay. So this guy has to be anonymous. So so would you rather be a sex cult leader or organ trafficking syndicate boss? Explain.
Oh boy. Okay. I'll go first.
Okay.
Wait, can you ask that one more time?
Sex cult leader or organ trafficking syndicate boss? Explain. Or
Explain.
justify.
Organ trafficking boss for sure.
Organ trafficking.
Yeah.
Okay.
First and foremost, I don't think I want to have anything to do with being a sex cult leader. That just sounds wild. At least with the organ, I can't believe I'm even talking.
It's hard.
As an organ trafficking boss, at least like I don't have to be like super involved because I'm at the top, right?
So you're like away from the dirty work.
I'm gonna talk to my cronies and tell them what to do, and I'm gonna try to
You're just
justify.
gonna count the money.
Yeah, I'll be like, you know what? And then when I get caught, I'll be like, I was just trying to make money for my family. So you can't really say that for the sex cult thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like if you're the leader of a sex cult, you can't just be at the top and count the money. You have to be involved. So that would be my answer. You have to answer, Coach Jalen.
No, it's yeah. I think organ trafficking because it's more
far away from the action.
Yeah, you can justify it.
Yeah.
Rather than the sex cult.
Yeah.
But if I have a choice, I will not answer the question.
I mean, just imagine how confusing that would be if you're the leader of a sex cult. That's just like so much emotions and
man.
Is there a sex cult? Exist
today?
That's
for
how
sure.
sex. That's how cults happen.
Yeah, most cults are they're based out of sex most of the time.
Oh yeah,
Dude, go on Netflix and watch some crazy documentaries. It always boils down to one thing: sex. It's wild, dude. Except for Sunset Valley.
Yeah.
I mean, what about you, Coach?
Man, sorry. I think I'm gonna go with the sex cult leader.
I knew it. Why?
Because I feel if you're a sex cult leader, your followers somehow I can like justify, oh, they're on their own. You're like tricking them into doing it, so they have a say somehow. No one's dying. No one's giving up their organs. You know, because remember, if you're in the organ harvesting, that could be kids also. So
yeah, that's true.
yeah, and some people, most likely, someone's gonna die.
He's trying to recruit us. He's trying to recruit us. Dude. He's recruiting us, man.
Whereas, like, I'm thinking of what's this called from Oregon? Osho. He made like a community.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there's a documentary on Netflix. I don't know. Of course, some cults really go bad, but from the looks of it, no one died. At least being in the cult, like people were willingly joining. No one was giving up their organs to die, and at least from what I saw, no minors were involved. So most people had a good time until they didn't. So there it goes. Just
Nobody died.
the lesser evil. No one died. No kids were involved. That's how I looked at it. So yeah, sex cult leader.
Fair point. Fair point. Sunset Valley.
That's a hard question to answer.
Yeah. What else you
Yeah,
got,
more?
brother? Anything good?
Would you rather have your hair dyed fiery red or dirty blonde for the rest of your life?
Fiery red or dirty blonde?
Yeah. Team blonde, team red. Team ginger or team blonde?
That's crazy you asked that because I've had both at one point in my life.
Really, RJ?
Yeah, dude. Fuck. Yeah, yeah.
Like, would you rather be Son Goku, Super Saiyan, or Carrot Top for the rest of your life?
I'm going blonde.
Ginger spice, huh?
Ginger.
Ginger spice.
I choose
blonde.
I choose blonde because I think it looks good on
looks
the
more
Filipino
natural.
skin.
Yeah, it's more natural, and I think it blends with our color.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, me too. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with blonde.
Blonde.
Because at least if you go blonde, it looks realistic.
Yeah.
If you go ginger, people will think you don't have a soul.
How much money would I have to pay you to dye your hair blonde?
Huh?
Man,
Yeah.
he said, sorry guys.
Sorry, guys.
He said it in Tagalog, so I can't even translate it. I missed it. Dang it. I was gonna put it on there, but
Okay.
I can't. So I guess we're in agreement. We all choose blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of Dragon Ball, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with the Goku look.
Have
There
you
you
watched Dragon Ball?
Yeah,
when
of
you're-
course.
I didn't.
Okay. You didn't?
Interesting.
Yeah, bro. I didn't even watch one episode.
Okay.
Wow.
So every time when I'm in school, like everyone is talking about Dragon.
So you're more of a Sailor Moon?
No. no, I don't watch.
Oh, really?
I don't know. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
I guess it's kind of weird.
If you ever have time one day, man, it's amazing.
Yeah, I don't.
It's amazing. Anything else?
Yeah.
That was
That's it.
That's it. Okay. Man, I can't believe you've never watched Dragon Ball. That was that played a pivotal.
For most people, for most
Dang.
martial artists, or a lot of martial arts.
Yeah.
They do.
You know, the lessons of training hard, like working for it to get where you want to be, skill wise.
Kahit ano, yung Ghost Fighter. Di ako nanonood.
Talaga?
Interesting. Okay. Last one for the pod. We're gonna bring it all back together. What do you think the value of competing is? Because I was actually talking with one of my cousins visiting from Guam. I'm not gonna name any name, but because I was asking him about competition. Like he would compete, and I was just asking him how does he feel about, let's say your coach is a black belt and he's never competed before. Like, what were her thoughts on that? And he had actually a really interesting point. He said he's okay with it because he thinks in his mind there are some coaches who are just meant to be coaches and they're amazing. Like, I mean, I don't think Phil Jackson's a good example because he played in the NBA.
Yeah, he played.
But what an amazing
journey of coaching.
and a way better coach than he was a player. There's coaches out there that are professional and have never. Oh, did Spolstra play?
No.
See, Spolstra, he's a good example.
I think Spolstra's work before in Miami is a
TV guy.
TV guy.
Yeah.
He record he's the one showing the players, review the previous games. He's that guy.
So do you feel like there's any value in competition? With that being said,
of course, there's a
for
value.
me, if my head coach doesn't compete, it's totally fine with me because as long as he's polishing my game, he's contributing a lot in my game. Just make sure he's not making stories like he's a fighter before or whatever.
Yeah.
Bro, Jan Danaher didn't compete.
Yeah, never
He
competed.
never competed, Jan Danaher. But look at his guys.
Yeah.
Look at his team.
And he's considered the best coach in jiu-jitsu
Right now.
Yeah, right
now.
now. Yeah.
of all time.
So it's fine as long as he knows what he's saying or doing.
Yeah.
It's totally
Because
fine
again,
with.
competing and coaching, totally different skills.
Yep.
So whenever you compete, then of course there's always value in competing for everyone, coach, student. If you have the chance to compete, you're gonna learn whether you win, you lose. There's always gonna be feedback. But I think it's unfair. Let's say if you want, or if it's, I guess it depends on the person. Let's say your coach never competed. It's also fine because again, when you compete, the objective is, or your focus is performance. Okay. Whereas if you want to coach, your focus is increasing the skill level of your students. So totally different skill sets. You can be a very good competitor, but not so good coach. But at the same time, you can be a very good coach, but lose in competitions as well. So totally different skill sets. Yeah.
So that's actually a really good point to end on the podcast. But I promised our listeners that I was going to bring up the fact that we were at a local competition here in Pampanga and we brushed shoulders with a gym that I constantly talk about. I saw them and I felt the tension, but you're going to have to wait until the next podcast for us to talk about it. So like, subscribe, comment with a friend, eat at Kuya JR's restaurant, wrap it out, train at Sunset Valley. And if for some reason you're in Northern California, check out Peace, Love It, Boba. Subscribe to my channel, my other YouTube channel, Kuya RJ. And I love you guys. Thank you for helping us to grow this channel. Any final words for our listener, guys? For our listener?
Support Rapid Out Kitchen and Homes and Gardens Resort here in Cabalinsian, Bacolor, Pampanga.
Yeah. To train with us, we train over at Jungle Base Fitness, Sunset Valley Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Monday to Saturday, morning and evening classes.
Healthy environment.
Very. 15 followers away from 100 on the YouTube channel for this place. And I'm 5 followers away from my personal channel, guys. 5 followers away. Almost there to getting monetized. So I appreciate you guys and we'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.
Os.